Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back. I'm Brigit.
I'm Tami.
And we just wanted to say welcome back to Sassy-N-Sanity.
Yes. And we're toasting because it's over.
Thank God. Thank God. Oh my God. Nothing came to my phone today and I didn't see any
I
commercials.
don't know what I'm going to do without my phone blowing up
I know,
5
right?
times a day.
I know.
10 times. But you know what? I'm exhausted.
Why? Didn't you sleep?
2 in the morning waiting to see what Pennsylvania was going to do.
You're nuts.
I did. I was up till 2 in the morning. I could not go to sleep.
I am shocked. I'm shocked with what happened. I am. I'm in shock.
I expected it.
But like, okay, so 2:00. What did you find out at 2:00 in the morning?
That Pennsylvania went red.
Amazing.
Like
right?
everything.
That's crazy. How weird is it that everybody was watching us?
I know.
I felt like I was in high school again.
I know. It's
watching me and trying to figure out if I was going to fall or something.
Well, did you see my meme I posted?
What was it?
My meme said, now the entire country knows what it's like being a realtor waiting to see if your offer was accepted.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Well, the whole world was watching us because for 2 weeks they said, whoever wins Pennsylvania wins, whoever wins Pennsylvania wins. And then we can't get our stuff together to get a vote tallied up as quickly as other states like Florida. But, they learned their lesson a couple of years ago.
Well, hopefully we'll learn our lesson after this.
Yeah.
Oh, tell them all the stuff you were telling me that happened in Pennsylvania this year.
Oh, so yeah.
Yesterday.
So there was a county that ran out of Republican ballots at like 11:11 in the morning. That was poor planning. Somebody said that. Somebody
Shame on them.
said that their machines weren't working.
I saw that.
Weren't scanning.
Didn't somebody, the electricity went out?
Somebody said the electricity went out.
Yeah.
And it's like, can we just get it together? Like, seriously, I don't know who's in charge of this stuff, but the whole world's watching.
It's embarrassing.
It is. But I have to say the poll workers are always fabulous.
Oh my gosh, they were so great here.
So hats off to our poll workers.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
They worked really hard. They were there all day too.
I know.
But
I'm sure there were cranky people too.
You know what? I have to say that I was happy when I went in because, I have to sign and, and this is the other thing gonna stop here for a sec. I showed my ID, but they didn't say I needed to show my ID.
I didn't have to show ID.
I don't understand that. Does anybody understand why we don't have to show our IDs? Don't you think it would be beneficial to show your ID so nobody could say that something was taken, that everybody cheated? Don't you think that?
Yeah, let's get rid of any doubt, right?
Right.
Whatever it takes to
get rid
of any doubt.
This is it right here. If women ruled the world, that's number one. You have to show your ID for everything.
The woman didn't run.
Oh yeah, sure.
For president.
Well, there it is.
So
there it is.
But we could Monday morning or Wednesday morning quarterback both candidates, their whole what do I want to call it, campaigns.
Oh yeah.
I'm slow this morning.
Well, she was up late.
I was up till 2 in the morning watching for Pennsylvania.
So I don't care. We talked about this before. I don't care who you voted for. I think it's just a right to vote, and I think you should be ashamed of yourself if you didn't vote. That's the one thing, right? And it's funny because my kids voted. My son, it was his first year voting, and he voted. He did a write-in. Right? A write-in? No, not a write-in. An absentee ballot. And I thought, wow, good for you. And he did his research. I didn't tell him who to vote for. I just said, here's the people you research, and he did. And I don't know if he's happy or not. I haven't really spoken to him because I don't know who he voted for. And I think that's the way it should be. I don't like the fact that I'm looking at people and they're saying, okay, since they voted for Kamala and she didn't win, and they're, so disappointed and they're going to move. And, I'm not going to.
They're getting off social media.
They're getting off social media. And you know what? Come on. Seriously?
If you're willing to lose friends over political differences and family members, did you really like them and love them in any way? I mean, I think that's pretty sad.
And also, do you really belong here? No. Honestly, this is a given. This isn't even a right. This is just, what's the word I want to say? This is
a privilege.
A privilege. Thank you. That's the great word.
Civic duty. Actually,
it's a privilege to be able to vote. Yeah. And okay, yeah, we're not voting for the high school, prom queen, and you're not.
But some people think they are.
Holy shit!
Some people treat the election like they're voting for the prom queen or somebody they have to go on a date with.
The most popular, right?
You're not dating them. You're just voting for them to run the country. That sounds pretty bad, doesn't it?
I know it does. Just voting for them.
But looking back, so we were talking earlier about who we voted for and how we voted and how our voting has changed over the years.
Yes,
we are older and wiser.
Yes.
But I remember my very, very first election, and my parents are they say staunch Republicans.
Yeah,
They're,
on the end.
they're that,
right?
right?
Yeah.
And I remember I came like bouncing into the kitchen one day, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to vote. I'm going to vote for Bill Clinton. And I did.
I did too. I did too.
Young, 18, 19,
Yeah.
whatever.
But what was the importance of him? Why did you vote for him?
Well, he had really nice blue eyes. Not anymore, but he sure did.
Yeah, he was.
And not only that, but he was talking about the Peace Corps and being a young woman who could not see any way to go to college. That was the only thing I could focus on.
And you know what? I think that's what is good, because when you're younger, you're going to vote for those who are going to make the most difference in your life then. I was independent. My parents were independent, so I could vote for whomever, not knowing that I could still do that even if I'm Republican or Democratic. You know what I mean? Like, I could still vote for whomever I want. But I just couldn't vote in the primaries. But it was important to me because I was a teacher to do everything for everyone. Mm-hmm. So I was mostly leaning towards the Democratic side. Mm-hmm. As I've grown older and more wise, and been able to be in the education system, I see what that does to people and how people use and abuse it.
Right.
And that's not why it's there. You know, all of those food stamps, and, you know, you're getting money, and yes, I will help you as much as you help yourself. It's not for you to live on.
Right.
And I think that's where the problem is. I think that's where it falls. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know, feel free to disagree. But I think as I've gotten older, I've seen, and I'm not happy with the way people abuse the system.
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I understand people need a hand up.
Yes.
And those of us that are very fortunate and
yes.
worked really, really hard. It's not even fortunate. We worked really, really hard.
Yes. We've given opportunities. Yes. Yes.
But I'm not going to help you forever.
Right.
There's a difference between helping and enabling.
Perfect. I love that. I did see something on some social media, and you know how everything's true on social media.
Oh, for sure.
But it was some girls talking, and she's like, you know, I don't like the fact that Kamala didn't win. Great. But her reason was because she wants to have like another baby, and she doesn't want to have to work. So she wants to have live off of, food stamps and, everything the government gives you, government support. Great, if that's what you want to do. But you should also have it in you to teach your children hard work gets you good things.
Absolutely.
Or don't have that seventh baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was a girl. I don't remember. I would put it on there.
Did she really have 7 babies?
She was young. Yeah, she was talking about 7 babies. I don't know if it was true, but you know what? I'm sure something out there somewhere this happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one thing that we're going back to quarterbacking, right? Wednesday morning quarterbacking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the one thing that
By the way, go Birds. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. That's right. Sorry, that made me laugh about Jason Kelsey busting.
I know. I love that.
Anyway,
Jason, you're my hero.
Anyway, teach your children manners.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are getting way off subject.
Yes.
The one thing that I felt like with Kamala's campaign was she was so focused on one issue.
Yeah.
And so me being a real estate agent, all I could think of was if I'm showing a house to a client and all I'm doing is pointing out the dining room, look how great the dining room is. Look at, the moldings and, the gorgeous ceiling in the dining room and the chandelier and the windows let in a lot of light. What if my clients that's not important to them?
Right, exactly.
So I think that if I were going to run, which I never will.
Let's hear this.
Probably too much dirt on me for me to run. But
yeah, there's so many things in the closet.
So many skeletons. But I would try to broaden my issues. And
didn't they say there's 5 things that they all run on, right? It's the economy, it's the border, crime, it's
taxes,
and then the world, basically.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Like war
and things like that. Right.
War and Peace.
Yeah.
There's a book called that.
So I feel like we sound like Miss America, what would you do? I would want world peace.
Yes.
That's what I would want. But I mean, that's true. But I think personally, that's why want to put it out there. This is my own opinion. I think that he will probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, get the job done, because I don't think he's going to be bullied. Oh, not that she would be.
He will not be bullied.
But I don't think that a lot of people in other countries would want to deal with a woman because they view women as second class. And that is a shame. That is an absolute shame. I will say, and you can disagree with me with this one. If Hillary were in there, If Hillary had won,
I think that Hillary would scare people.
So I just think that Kamala is just a genuinely kind person. She does want the best for the country. But you know what? God had a plan. That's how I look at it.
Yep,
and hopefully everything happens for a reason.
So we're going to say, I think that we need to realize that the country, because 50% of the people voted for one person, 50% voted for the other.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's time to get over our sadness if
Yeah.
your candidate lost.
Yeah.
And get on, because we are supposed to be the United States of America.
And stop posting.
Yeah.
Stop posting the negative crap. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like you're going to leave and all that. I understand you're sad, but you know.
Disappointed. The world is not going to end.
No, I didn't post anything when, in the elections that I've lost.
I just posted funny stuff yesterday.
Yeah, I know. And hey, if you didn't see our post too yesterday, everybody was posting, drop a red heart or drop a blue heart, whoever you voted for. Ours was red and white for wine. So please go in. We don't care about the blue. Drop a little, thing about whether you like the red wine or whether you like white wine. Personally, I did post this for you, and I assume you're the same. We can't drink red wine because it makes us hot.
I know, but I do
love red wine.
I'm a seasonal drinker. So in the summer, I like white wine because it's cold. And in the winter, I just get a lot of comfort out of a glass of red wine.
Makes me too hot.
It gives me a headache sometimes.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
But
it's
see,
worth the headache.
It is worth it.
It's so worth the headache.
It's so worth it. Speaking of which,
all right.
Don't forget to grab your glass and drink with us. We're drinking some wine early in the day. So good. And notice our glasses.
It's got red stripes. Anyway. Don't hate us for it.
No, I know. And like I said, I didn't vote straight ticket either. So I voted from, whomever I chose. So we'll see what happens. I think people are tired. I think people wanted a change. And then maybe 4 years from now, we're going to want another change. So we'll see what happens. God willing.
We're a pretty fickle society.
Pretty much. So I think that's it. What do you think?
I think that's it.
All right.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Please, like and subscribe, follow, hit that follow button, which will be right down there. And you can find us on all of the new things.
YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok, Facebook, Spotify. Yeah, you did. I know she's tired. She was up late last night.
Yeah. I can't do that anymore.
No, God, no. I'm surprised you're up now. I'd be in bed. Yeah, I'd be in bed.
I had to get up early for a 7:00 appointment. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. No.
No sleep.
I know. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we'll see you next time. So don't forget, a little sass.
Keep the same.
Bye.